This is the ground crew. Let me start with another interesting dream. I'm keep having the dream that I'm in different classrooms. But recently I'm having the dream of me in the classroom, which I have so many stuff to pack before I leave. So the thing I'm having in my recent dreams is about packing things in classroom, which I understand as I'm almost finished the lessons, and I need to pack things up before I leave the classroom. So symbolically as a finishing the lessons and graduation. Congratulations. But things I always in my dream have so many things to pack, and I always couldn't finish the packaging because I have so many things. It's like to pack before I wake up. Every time I wake up with the dream that I was in, still packing things unfinished. I have so many things to pack up before I finish the lesson. Today I had this dream that I finally packed things up. It's like a dozen of bags that I packed on a a puzzle lab classroom tables, a cluster. The bags are put on those tables. The other classmates are packing their own things too, and they are staring at this mind-blowing collection of stuff. I have so many things, and I finally packed them up. It's on the table, and then I woke up. That's the dream I had today. So I kept having dreams recently, and I didn't report them to other crew members because I don't know. I didn't feel the need, but at the same time, it's not that mind blowing that is worth to talk about. But also another reason is that the recently I don't see a lot of a reason to upload on YouTube. And to all my channels, I have a lot of channels to upload to, but I don't feel the need or the motivation to do this because YouTube has been quite boring recently. For this channel, it's massively boring right now because so many I got so many channel that I subscribed under this account that has been just gone. Million subscribers channel gone. So that relates to my another conclusion about this world, that the positive fight against the negative. One way the negative can affect the positive is if for a person like me is to experience a life that is boring. But I think that's the best outcome, comparing then a life that is full of dangerous, someone try to kill you every day. Being boring is much better, but it's still the negative effect causing by the negative group on Earth. And living a life like this, which I call a shitty Chinese life, it just the city that I'm living is quite depressed, boring, fucking place. I pretty much get what I need from the city, and it cannot provide better entertainment to me. Recently, I went to the I ride bicycle. I went to my bicycle like morning training route around the mountain park. Now they start to fencing the roads. The road has no problem. It's like kind of scenic road around the mountain. I used to ride every time I do bicycle exercise. Now they're fencing up those like park or like scenic area. The roads are perfect. No road fixing. Nothing. Just a perfect road. But they're fencing up with those double road double in those bars. Like checkpoints after checkpoints. Earlier, I was. It's so dumb. They block the road and they leave like a like 1 meter wide little door for you to get through. For I mean the cyclist or the other two-wheel vehicle guy to pass through, and it's only on the left side of the road. In here we go on the right side, so you have to go the wrong way and meeting other facing you cyclists. It's just dumb. It's so dumb. I don't want to do that. I feel dumb when I'm doing that. So one day I try to get across to in the mid of that rolling bar, and they set traps on their bars. Those nasty reptilians, they set up traps, and for the people like to fight against it. So they set traps. So if you try to push through the middle, they have which there is a security guard position beside this checkpoints, and they will call the next. They will inform the next checkpoints. Someone is trespassing the fence, and the next checkpoints will be a dozen of security lined up, blocking the road just to try to catch you and try to find you. Presumably, it's just that fucking. So the end result is that you ended up not going that route, and you don't have much enjoyable places to ride. We don't have a central park that is free for us to exercising with. It's just dumb-minded, polluted, shitty city that is so depressed. You can't ride on there. It's so boring. It's just the end result is just boring, depressing life that I call a shitty Chinese life. It's so damn boring. It's so boring. That's the negative in my life I'm receiving. So moving on to the next point, which is they call it the end game, the great reset, whatever. I'm not gonna stand there and keep broadcasting their negative agenda. I'm not gonna be a part of that. Instead, I'm gonna talk about the other side, which is they always talk about timelines. The matter negative, positive. My point is that choose the timeline you want to be with. Like if you wanna go to the negative, the total slavery path, go for it. That's what if that's what you have to experience for the good of your of your conscience or whatever. If that's good for you, go for it. Okay? But I'm not gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with my line. So I guess the cities, the major cities around the world are going to be the negative timeline. For someone like me, it's gonna be the great reset for them. Of course, the cities are gonna be there. The cities are going to be worse. Okay? Cities are going to be worse. Cities are going to be those great resets checkpoints. Cities are going to be the negative timeline developing at. The cities are going to be the traps they're setting. So there are so many people keep coming in from rural, come to the city, pouring into the city. They want to have so-called a better life, but someone such as me, born in a city, want to get out. That's what I've been doing. That's the timeline I'm having. I'm getting out from the city and go back to nature and basically set up a like an off-grid life. That's what I've been doing recently. I ride, okay, and I start to build stuff at my home. I brought the welding equipment, and I start to weld stuff at home, steel frames. I'm making the basically a human powered RV that I ride to get myself out of the city. That's what I've been doing all along since, I don't know, since 2020, 2021. I've been keep working at this for such a long time. The idea came to me start from 2018 or even earlier. But the main thing never changed, which is that to get out of this city, because I see the cities are going down. It's such depressed, such boring place to stay in. I see no hope. I see no reason. I see no fun to keep stay at cities. So I'm getting out of it. That's why I've been doing all this all along. I'm been asking for money. I've been building up stuff. I don't quite enjoy life here. So choose your timeline. If you don't want to be in the depressing city, get out, go out, have your own life. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be challenging, of course, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be the route you chose to stay, and you will be happy about that. And for the terms, you own nothing, and you will be unhappy if you don't choose your route. You actually own nothing and be unhappy. That's actually, I think, the minimalism is about. That's the idea of own very minimal things, and just having no burden. That's what's supposed to be. But the things, you're dumb. People are dumb. People that fall into this trap, which so-called minimalism. The idea is good, but in reality, they just ended up throwing a lot of things they do need, and they think they don't need, but they actually do need, and they ended up selling everything, own nothing, and depressing. That's not I want to have. I guess that's not what you want to have as well. So don't be that. Don't be that. It's all about the mind. It's all about, if you get this clear, your life will be clear. To work this out first. So Ground Crew sign off.